WAAAGH! I leave for 2 minutes, and my chat is flooded. Everyone, welcome, welcome, welcome if you are just now tuning into the stream. Welcome if you are a VOD watcher. Hi. Hi. Gosh, what a burst of energy all of a sudden. Matt, Benjamin, Ribby, Elviler. Good morning. And welcome home, brave heroes. I'm Ash. This is HeroQuest, and today we're going to be playing some Lurchbrick's HeroQuest on WAAAGH Wednesday, because despite having speed paint figures over there to do, turn that down. I'll turn that way down. Think that would probably be appropriate, huh? Despite having a bunch of HeroQuest figures to paint and having HeroQuest literally sitting on my table with all of the needed components separated from all of the not needed components from my first quest. I like it when my ears bleed. I don't have the energy that I want to put into an HeroQuest video. We've had quite a rough couple weeks with some stuff going on. You guys that are in the Discord know that we've had some pet issues, and we've been working through those. And I've not really had a day where I've woken up this week and wanted to really climb out of bed with the pressure change and getting colder. But I do manage to eventually get out of bed, and then I get into the flow of things, and I drink my coffee a little too fast. It's down to here already. So one thing I can do is I can play some Lurchbrick HeroQuest. Absolutely. I've really been wanting to get an HeroQuest playthrough, but I need a second camera. The more cameras you can have on your board game, the better. I've been thinking about that. I have a tool that I use, which is actually broken on one side, so it's a little wonky. But it's a really cheap sort of mount for your smartphone. And it is specifically designed for smartphones, and it is designed to hold it about a foot above the table. And you guys see me use it in a ton of videos, because that's what I use for all the videos where you see me being a hand model. And it's about right. It's right about here. And for context, get in the frame, Ash. My desktop is about here, and the tool that holds my camera is about here. So it's about a foot, maybe. It's awkward though. It has large triangle legs, and it doesn't have a lot of height difference, and like I said, it's broken on one side. I need more professional, higher grade stuff to hold cameras in place, stuff that's not as intrusive, stuff that I don't have to wiggle around. Gravendoll Games, thank you so much for the $9.99. Super chat, super thanks. One of those things. That's so cool. Thank you. Congrats on the 1K subs. Super chats are back. That's what it is. Let's hope no heroes die today. Oh, I'm going to send them to their death. Sorry. Don't worry, your monetary contribution will be used to memorialize them. We'll be sending about 5% to their families, and the rest will go to the Zargon Fund. Which is, of course, you don't have to worry about it. The Zargon Fund is to keep the forces of Zargon and Morcar at bay, so that they can use the money to shine their armor, clean the orc's teeth. Yeah, I want a camera on the spawn tray and dice, one focused up close on the board and one on the event and patrol decks, tentatively. I do have that phone mount thing you're talking about. It looks like it was sold out the back of an airplane catalog. It's like an EJ Prindle or something item, or Sky Tree? One of those things. I do like it, though. I just want something a little bit heavier duty. And tripods will sometimes shake when I breathe or when my heart pumps. You know, my human heart will pump about once every few seconds, and then the vibration of that will travel up through the tripod and shake it, and it results in noisy footage while the camera tries to use its electronic image stabilization. Sky Mall, yeah, exactly. Good morning, Ward Icon. Good sir. Welcome. Do they clean them with the gaffy stick? Need some lighting? Yeah, you, Ribby, if you want things, if you want support for any of that, I can guide you to my Amalgamash channel, and you can go back to every cheap, I have a whole playlist of cheap content creation stuff, and it'll explain lighting, camera, value for the money, what you can do with X amount of dollars versus all of that stuff would help you in some way. I am certain of it, even if you already have a pretty good idea of what you're probably going to go after regardless. It's Nicholas, Linendahl, Dawn, Roosevelt. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, Sergeant House. I've not ever purchased anything from Sky Mall, but I used to work at a place where we fulfilled orders for a very similar storefront, and it was the same kind of stuff. It was like, you definitely need these Argyle socks that have LEDs on them in your life. And at $24.99, they are a steal. That was like every page of the catalog. My HeroQuest unboxing was okay, but single camera makes it tough. Single cam, so like, I think if you want to do a face cam, I could suggest absolutely 2 cameras. I think that would line everything out. But if you really want to get detailed, kind of like I think Kurgan uses multiple cameras on his stream. One pointing at dice results and stuff. I don't know if that's entirely necessary. Obviously, your style, man, you could do it however you feel is the best, and nobody going to tell you otherwise. That is the steal. We need to get this game going, don't we? Well, let's do so. Let's I have to remember how to do this. It's always a little bit awkward. I gotta move my stuff around. I've been keeping all my old smartphones just in case I want to do multi-camera. Yeah, exactly. That is what I would suggest as well. So good, yeah. I have a question. Did anyone else receive Mythic 2 with a bad molded female dread sorceress? The Steffa guy came without a head on it. Aww. I did not, and I'm not totally sure what today's best practices for reporting your defects. There was a process in place. There were more than one processes in place for that sort of thing. There was a good way to do it that resulted in results, and there was a bad way to do it that people were drawn to doing and would argue was the best way, but it wasn't the best way at all, and it didn't get you any care at all. But I will say the Dread Sorceress model is coming in the Spirit Queen Torments box. Now, it will have that Haribo translucent sort of orange plastic material, but at the very least, you would be able to get that as a replacement. However, you may still be able to get a replacement mini from Avalon Hill or Hasbro, whatever the current route is supposed to be. I would ask that in the Avalon Hill Discord, because with them being able to just print stuff like that, they should be able to, I say print, it's injection molded, they should be able to get you a replacement. But I'm sure the quality difference would make that untenable, but the heart wants what it wants. If you're going to do multiple cameras, but you're wanting the cameras to point at, like, resources on the table, nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to judge you for, you know, the slight resolution difference, because when you shrink that video down and it just takes up a piece of the screen, like right here, you can't tell that this is a 480 video versus it being a 720. If it's just looking at dice, nobody is seriously gonna, like, yeah, I like your stream, but the dice camera, it's a low resolution. As long as you have a good light pointing at it, nobody's gonna care. We will now transition over to the stream. Mwah! Ah! That's enough of my blabbering. If the music is okay, we're going to start the game. Not a new game. Load the game. Here we go. So, what would Sven like to buy? Sven has 120 gold. He don't want anything. Barbara the dwarf has 55 gold. Hugo has 45, and Mr. Smith has 60. As far as items, Mr. Smith already has the staff. He is great. He's fantastic. Hugo has the broadsword and the helmet. Barbara has the short sword and all 4 keys of Agrayan, which will stop Agrayan's mummies from attacking the holder. Now he needs to give those. He needs to give 1 to the barbarian, 1 to the elf, 1 to the wizard, just in case. Alright. I'm actually not sure if we've already fought Agrayan's mummies. If you want cheap cameras, get baby monitors, horrible resolutions, but great camera angles. I'll look into that. I've actually looked at some camera packages too for that purpose. Hi all, very little point in purchasing Prophecy of Talor and Spirit Queen's expansions, as there's very few models what all the expansions already have. I disagree, but you got to go the route that you feel is best fulfilled. We get the previously exclusive sculpts. We get an exclusive material. It's got to be a win-win. Plus, we get corrected quest books. It's a triple win. It's unquestionable to me. Plus, they come with the wonderful Warlock, who she's worth buying the expansion for alone. But ultimately, what your prerogative is, it's okay if it differs from others. I keep making an appearance in the game. Making an appearance in the game? Shopkeeper looks like. He does, kinda. I've been called out. I would wear a red cape, totally. I would. Phaser Wrist. What's your opinion on selling weapons and armor back to the armory, half the buying price? You got to check out the expansion rules. That's an official thing. So I'm fine with it. I love it. I have no problems with that rule at all. I like the idea very much of unlocking the expansion specific rules as you approach an expansion in your campaign, or when you first start the expansion. It's like hiring mercenaries. I wouldn't allow anybody playing the game system to do that until they got ahead and got into an expansion where that was an option. So like selling equipment back, I don't know if I would sell equipment back in the base game. I know I'm doing it here in the video game. I'm not really taking a lot of advantage of this because it's not necessary, but this is also one of the expansions that I'm starting. So starting from the expansion makes it a little bit different too. Will those expansions be free on the app, or do I know? Anything that's on the app will be free. Of that, I'm certain. I'm certain there will not ever be microtransactions. But as to when or if they will be, I'm actually certain they will be. You'll buy those light up socks? Good, good. You have to have them. They're a must have and they're a steal. I just ordered the Infinite Dungeon because of you, Ash. Can't wait to try them out. I hope that you like them. I only had one complaint, and that was that they were so small. But the reason that they're small is because you're putting the cards on the board in the rooms they're intended to generate. So they have to be as small as the smallest room, which is the 2x3. So good morning, Harrington. Lovely to see you all here. It is absolutely wonderful to see you all here. Yeah, these guys are so small. But you know who they are the perfect size for? My halfling. My halfling. Focus! There you go. Thank you. You really have to order this camera around. I'm gonna have to use packaging tape to sleeve them. I don't... you know what? Hold on a second. Before I jump in here, I can help maybe with that, if anybody's curious. I have a tape measure. Yes, I'm in full flannel pajama mode today. Let's see here. I'm going to say that that's... They're like 4.1 centimeters wide by 6.3. I don't know if that is a standard size. I mean, I'm sure it was an option on the card printing service. And if you want to go freedom units, it's 1 5/8 of an inch by... Oh man, it's probably a metric because it's like 2 and 15/30 seconds long, and that's not standard size. We don't deal in 30 seconds of an inch. Party at Ash's house. I'm gonna do it. One day I'm gonna, with your kind donations, we'll move into a big YouTube house and we will have 10 cameras set up everywhere, and we will have crazy HeroQuest days all the time. 41 by 63 millimeter? Hold on. Yep, that's it. That's it, Nick. All right, here we go. Everybody's got their stuff already. Can I afford a crossbow? I think I would like to have a crossbow. I think I can afford a crossbow, but I need everybody to pool their money together, so... 350, I have 175, 100, and 220, 280. Nope. Next quest. Let's go. That's mini USA size. I don't like it. So card sizes all have shorthand names. That's very useful. I mean, I get that we have like poker size. You can tell I've had a rough week. I've got bags under my eyes. I always have bags, but they're a little more pronounced this week. Quest 5. The Gate of Belthor. Here begins the true domain of the Witch Lord. In these deep caverns he has created his own subterranean fortress, from which he plans the destruction of the Empire. Lord Tome has told me of a terrible guardian, Belthor, who watches over the gate. If Belthor is to be defeated, you must all confront him together. Sleep quest. When is the next? painting HeroQuest vid. That would have been a fantastic one for today, but I just didn't have the wherewithal to set up my stuff to do it. I could probably commit to next week if things are calmer, and we can finish the orcs that I started, and we can get into the rest of the greenskins, so I can finally have some orc activity for Orktober. Shouldn't have made plans. Shouldn't have made plans, and then would have been... Cat's great. The cat's doing great. Thank you for asking. She's all cats find the experience of going to a vet traumatic to begin with, kind of no matter what the context is. But she had to be put under and stuff, so when she came back home, she was out of it. Meowing constantly, behaving very, very different. And she's finally coming back around to being normal. Been about a week, and she's finally normal. Search for traps, please. Don't find any traps. Awesome wizard, get out there. Search for secret doors. There are no secret doors. Where are we going, gentlemen? Well. Skellingtons. Of course I would end my turn right there, huh? Bring it on. As of the volume or anything like that needs help, let me know. Down you go, Skelly. Can't reach him. I'll leave it be. Man, my wallet finds the vet experience dramatic too. Yeah, it was worth it. Yeah, it was worth it. Oh no! Killed it. Yes, good job. Good job, Barb. Good job, Sven. You have plenty of time as long as you celebrate Orc Ember. Yeah, it is worth it for family. Plus, we lost a cat before. We lost her sister a couple of years back, and that was not good. Do we have traps down this way? No. And turn. I've said this before, but I really need... Hey, wait a minute. No secret doors. Okay. It just occurred to me that a hero who's searching for secret doors in a corridor shouldn't technically be able to search beyond their line of sight. And that's never actually occurred to me before. Like, I get coming around the corner and not being able to see doors until you've come around the corner. But like where the elf is right now, if we'd been playing on a physical board and you said you wanted to search for secret doors and the secret door was past the wizard, I probably wouldn't think twice about putting the secret door down on the board. But it occurs to me that that may not be how the game works, and may not be how the video game works. I don't know that I've ever tested that. I know there's been instances where I've searched for secret doors in a room, or thought I had, and came back because I got stumped and found a secret door later. And now I wonder if it's because... did that really happen? Or did I, excuse me, my throat. Excuse me. Or did I search when there were heroes in front of it? What a strange and odd thing to just realize. There are lengthy debates about that on the Yield In forums. Oh, by the way, welcome, Rudolph, and good morning to you. No, I I could see why that would be a contentious debate. I never thought to think about it, you know? They may have used preset room coordinates rather than maths to know where they're searching. Well, maybe, but like, it's not like they couldn't, because line of sight is still a thing in the game. You still can't fire at an enemy if they're past other enemies or past other heroes. So I'm just wondering. I hate traps and doors via the corridors. Slows the game so much. I have to sometimes peek in to see the comment. Oh, I just need to resize that part of my UI. Is the game free? It is. It's horribly inaccessible now because you have to use the WAAAGH machine to get it, but it is free. No, don't go that far. Okay, it's fine. Hello, skeletons. You will die now. Excuse me. Just keeps happening. I think I'm good now. End of the afternoon here, but thanks. Well, I hope your morning was good retroactively. You found some sleeves. Time to get out of bed and make breakfast, but I'm struggling to get out of bed. Don't feel bad. I struggled myself. I did not. I wasn't feeling it. I think my body needs to get used to the morning cold, though. I think that's my issue, because every year I go through the same thing where it's like, it's cold outside of these covers. I don't need to be up for any reason. Oh, it's Friday. I have to go to work. Nah. That involves getting out of bed. Bed takes priority over work. Ouch. Oh, wow. Get in there, Barb. Take out that skeleton. We've now taken out half the available skeletons. Alright, so I'm going to have the barbarian go down here. I'm going to have the elf come up here. Actually, right there. End the turn. Thank God there's no chaos deck in this. Y'all see there's an unopened HQ card game on eBay over 200 already? Yeah, I know. I know, and I'm gonna quickly... I need to tell you guys about this really quick. I saw that game, Ribby. I know there's a card game on eBay. The HeroQuest card game. The famed, rare HeroQuest card game is on eBay right now. I'm the one who bid the 200 on it. And you know what? I thought, I want this. I'm determined to have it. Surprise, I'm going to have the card game. I'm going to show it off to everybody. I'm going to unbox it on the channel. I'm going to make sure everybody can see every square centimeter of it so that they can reproduce it if they want. Guess what? I decided to go back and see how much those things go for. You know what the last one sold for? You want to know how much the last card game sold for? Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry, you and I together weren't going to be able to get it. The last card game that I found sold for $997 USD. It's not happening. It's not happening. Ridiculous. That's go if you check there's a way that you can check. You can go to eBay and you can do a search for an item as you would, and in the filters you can tick the completed box and it'll show you completed auctions for that. So you can just look for what things have sold for in the past. And I don't recommend doing that though, because like it'll make you really sad to see deals that you've missed out on and things that you would have definitely bought for that price. Just buy the socks instead. Ash, if I win, I'll send it to you to do a vid. Well, that would be mighty kind of you. I would absolutely take you up on that, and I would promise to send them back. I would probably really try hard to recreate it, actually. I would try to reproduce every bit for personal use. And I'd really try to get it public so people could do the same, because that's the kind of thing that needs to happen. I would hate to see the shrink wrap go. I could just do a video on the box. I wouldn't have to take the shrink wrap off. But if you can get it, without the shrink wrap, I mean, if you get it with the shrink wrap, that would be insane. I don't even know if there's a copy that exists that's sealed still. Exactly, Ribby. Nobody knows how to play because there's no information. I would tear those floodgates open so hard. And yes, I agree. It came out in the weirdest way. That it is shrink wrapped. Yeah, it's definitely going for 1,000, guys. It's gonna go for stupid amounts of money. Just stupid. I'm not saying anybody who bids on it and wins it is stupid. You know, that's just the nature of the beast. I made myself a copy of HeroQuest Pocket, which was available for half a day, which is probably close enough. You can get HeroQuest Pocket still. It's not. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That guy completely rebranded it. He didn't even try to, like, just change the title. He completely redid it. Never mind. It's not as close as it was. Welcome. Welcome, Stuart. No, you did not miss the quest. I just got in here and wrecked some skeletons. And I'm currently testing something. Did not find any secret doors. He didn't either. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to do this in a quest where I know... HeroQuest, yeah, HeroQuest. HeroQuest Pocket. Not quite the same in design and stuff. There are videos on how to play it. I'll have to watch them. I'll have to watch them, but I really want to show off every single centimeter of every component. Can't seem to find the HeroQuest card game online, so it was a limited, like, ultra stupid limited release thing. Sold out. I don't know if somebody was just signing papers that day, and somebody was like, sign this bro for a limited run. And the fine print says we'll never make it again after the first 50 copies, but they signed it, or whatever, and that's about all that freaking exists. But you can find it on eBay. Search for HeroQuest card game on eBay, and you'll see it. I have a top dollar in mind, but it's nowhere near what I thought. It's nowhere near what it's actually going to sell for. Stop telling people it's gonna be $1,000, so don't even bother bidding on it. There. I had an order in with Amazon EU and it was canceled. Yeah, that happened to folks too. That happened to a couple of people that were in the EU that I talked to. Basically a clone of the Grizzled, whatever that means. We may have to check that out. The Grizzled. I haven't been keeping up with prices for Classic. What's an acceptable price for Classic? HQ describes as used like new. Have a local opportunity to get it for about 200. Is that too much? US edition? I wouldn't pay 200 for it. Used like new even, I don't think I would. Not 200 USD. I think the seasonal price changes are probably coming though, so you might not have too much of a choice, depending on how what people think they can get away with as we get closer to Christmas. The Grizzled. Okay. Well, thank you. I would have been looking everywhere for the Grizzled. Comes with KK and Robble, but no boxes for X packs. Yeah, you don't want that. You need them boxes, man. They're pretty accessible, I think, if you get them together. If you get things together, generally, they sell for a little bit less than they would if they were apart. Because seller gets to save on shipping and all that stuff. Someone should make Advanced Armory 2nd Edition aware that there's no watermark on their gallery, meaning that anyone could screenshot all the cards and print them. For this reason, I can't back it. I wonder if they are aware of that. I do love the boxes. Really wish I hadn't given away my originals a couple decades ago. Grizzled is decently rated on BGG. I don't use BGG as a barometer myself, but I'm definitely going to check it out. We have more skeletons down here? No, we're just being forced to run all over creation. Let's end the turn. Have the barbarian take a step. Have the elf come over here, search for secret doors, doesn't find any. End the turn, have the elf search for traps, doesn't find any. End the turn, have the barbarian search for traps, just in case that didn't work, doesn't find any. Have him search for secret doors. Okay, there are definitely no traps for secret doors. For those of you late, wondering why I did that twice with 2 heroes in the corridor, it's because I'm testing a line of sight principle with this game. Oh, but I can see those 2 skeletons. I guess I can see their swords waving around the edges as they stand idly. Funny thing is, they're gonna see me now too. Well, they can move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's where they're gonna end up. We'll just end our turn. The first review by Eclipse Glyph on BGG has pictures and a ton of details. Alright. I will check that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we'll just do that. End our turn. Have that skeleton come right up. Step right up. Step right up. You bag of bones. Oh. I'm the bag of bones. I'm the fool. End turn. Let them wail. It's whatever. Okay. Attack. Walk away. Attack. Done. No more skeletons. End turn. Hero. Do not search for traps. Step into the corridor. Let somebody else, like the elf, walk up behind. Community. Workin'. Nick passing Ward's message along. I think it's amazing that HQ is still around. And the community is still going strong after all these years. I'm an original player way back from when the original released when I was 10 years old. I didn't discover it until years after it released. But I was 12. I get it. And I'm very happy about it. What are you doing? Where are you going? Why are you walking down there? What is happening? I didn't tell you to do that, mister. Whatever. Barbarian. Search for traps. Walk just to walk, I guess. Everybody get up here. End the turn. I was 12 when I discovered the game. That's not... I wasn't 12 when the game came out. I was... I guess I was 6 when the game came out. In the US. In the US. Came out in 92, right? I don't remember. I believe I got it. I didn't get it. No, I didn't get it in 92. Well, I mean, yeah, I was 6 when it came out, but like, I got it in, I think, 97 or 98. Can't move anymore. I'll just get these people up here. I'll just get them up here. I'll actually get the wizard right there. And turn. I kind of want... Oh, the elf can't go up that corridor. So, are there any traps? End turn. Are there any secret doors? There are none. We will now bring the elf up the rear here. Very short turns. Yes, I'm playing meta, but I can do that because I'm the only player. I'm not bothering anybody else, any other players of Heroes. Oh. Oh, of course it's a spear trap. You fools. More traps? There are none. Secret doors? There are none. We're all going to come into this room. Reason being, I'm going to end my turn in here. Dwarf is going to search for treasure. Yeah, it's a healing potion. Elf is now going to search for treasure. Wandering monster. Dang it. Dang it. We got this. Not worried. Okay. End turn. Wizard. Search for treasure. Potion of strength. Barbarian. Search for treasure. Turn. We conquered that room, that's for sure. Adult board game players thought it was too difficult. Of course I set off a spear trap. The traps in front of the doors are so cheap. They're so cheap. Please search for more traps. There are none. Get in here, search for secret doors. Probably none. I love not remembering the details of a given quest. It makes things so much more fun when I come back to play. Treasure. Monster? No! Skeleton! Okay, the barbarian has... And turn. Monster again! Holy crap, the monsters in this deck are plentiful. And turn. Elf, treasure, he found a trap. Wizard. Wandering monster! I think that's everybody. Everybody has now searched both rooms in their entirety. Ash, what's your opinion on searching rooms for treasure? Standard once per hero or house rule of once per party? It doesn't bother me if they all do it individually, because that's just more wandering monster chances. So the deck is already pretty well balanced to provide them with risk versus reward, whether they are able to search just one room in the whole quest one time per party, or like 10 rooms every time per hero. The difference is, if you do give them the ability to search, if you do continue to let them have the ability to search per hero, then they're really playing a game of push your luck. And if it's one thing I like about games like this, it is push your luck systems. Granted, because you can change the wandering monster per map, because each map potentially has a completely different monster, you have the potential for the expansion monsters to really wreck your party. So they get to determine how risky it is versus, you know, if they think they really need that potion of rabbit boots or whatever. The European edition has got that 5. Wait, was it? Which one is it? Hold on a second. Hold on just a second. A little bit of an aside. None of my heroes approach searching as gotta make sure everyone searches every room once. No, like, that's exactly what I would be striving for as Zargon, is that they don't approach it that way. Like, give them the option, but if the psychology of it is nope, then it's working. They are having a good time, you are having a good time, and you can tell because they're immersed enough to be strategizing about what their next actions are going to risk. Yeah, I've only got 1 BP. I'm not searching that room. Exactly. Do you use spell retainment? Like, for every spell, the wizard rolls 1 combat die, and while shield rolls... Nope, I don't, because that's just not how he was made. I would love to see the detailed end game notes for the wizard quest pack, and see what kind of interpretation they may have had for mind points. I think that could have been a potentially that would have helped. Why that helps the squishy wizard not suck as bad. I like my wizards have been awesome. My wizards have taken out droves of chaos warriors, and I don't know why. It's just luck of the draw, really. But they've got some really powerful stuff. Oh gosh. Attack you first, move out of the way. Elf, go here. Barbarian, go here. And wizard cast. Heal body. 4. He got 4 back. That is awesome. up your copy from third grade through high school. Played regularly. Yes. Left it when I went to college, but then repurchased the OG game from eBay in 2006. And then regular campaigns. Nick is playing all the time. If you have homebrew systems for sale, you can sell them to Nick. Without a doubt. Now we will end our turn here, and then search for treasure. We got 10 gold. That's good. And a potion of healing. End our turn, and the barbarian will now search for treasure. He found a monster. He found a monster. That should have ended my turn immediately, but the barbarian was still able to move. So that's that. Elf's turn, search for treasure, found a hazard. It's alright. We have 10 gold. I think that's the sum of all of the gold that we have found in this dungeon. Okay. Okay. And secret doors? None. Please, dwarf. Can you please... Oh, you're not allowed to disarm? Yes. Disarm the trap, please. Ah! And you set off the spear trap. Good job. Good job, Barbara. You're not wrong. The Axiom Quest furniture cards have a rule that says you can only search a room with furniture in it once because there are separate searches for furniture. That works well to limit the take. Let's remember who I'm buying this way. Good stuff. Origin stories of HeroQuest. I have some plans together, some resources that I'm utilizing. Let's do this a little bit differently. Oh yeah. Water of Healing. We are good to go. We are good to go. Ah, crap. Crap. End turn. Ah. I was thinking about writing a fantasy series of books based on HQ loosely, so not to get sued. Of course. I think more sword and sorcery based on these retro archetypes would be amazing. Oh, heck yes. We'll end our turn here, actually. Very good. Drat. Step right up. Attack the barb. Oh, there was another one. Oh my god, I can't believe am I that dumb? I just completely ignored the other one. Completely ignored him. Search for traps. No traps. Search for secret doors. No secret doors. And we'll end our turn. And we are going to allow the wizard this time to search for treasure. 15 gold coins. Very good. And now the barbarian He got a hazard. Ugh. End our turn. The elf, just the elf, searching for treasure. 20 gold coins. End our turn. And the dwarf, a hazard. 2 hazards. Ah! That's why I think that searching doesn't inhibit anything except for the heroes. It only hurts the heroes. Oof, man. I bought all the Axiom Quest decks because of Ash. Well, that's good to hear, I think. I'm sorry / congratulations. I hope that you enjoy them. I do hope that you enjoy them. I like them a lot, and the best thing I would say about them is that you don't have to use them as they are. You can change up how you use them. And I think that disclaimer doesn't even need to be said. Ash is releasing videos while streaming. What are you talking about? I better not be releasing videos. Did I screw up my scheduling again? We're talking about on Amalgam Ash? Okay, yeah. Thank goodness. I was about to be very perturbed, because I do that sometimes, and I hate when I do that. Yeah, the 10 a.m. party crash. That's good. That's good. Man, I wish I had that experience. Oh god. Oh god. Hugo, you actually have pretty good. We're gonna cast Sleep on you. And he's now fast asleep. Yeah, that's not good at all. Barbarian's weapon is the broadsword. Yes, your weapon is the broadsword. Yes, your weapon is the short sword. Okay. End turns. Fen the Barbarian's gonna need healing before he can really walk up on those guys. This is not good. This is not good at all. I can cast Genie on him. Oh, good. It hurt him for 1. I'm going to give the Barbarian the healing potion. The elf is going to attack. The Chaos Warrior. Took him out! Took him out! Took out that Chaos Warrior! Barbarian is going to take his turn. Take the healing potion. Oh, he can restore 4 BP, guaranteed. I'll do it. And walk right up on this Chaos Warrior. That other one could wake up and come over and kill him. So I don't know if I like that idea. In fact, I'll probably just have him stand there. And now end the turn, and we will engage in proper doorway combat. Wizard first. This time casting Ball of Flame. Took out 2. Good job. Attack with Broadsword. Nope. Move out of the way. Hugo's pretty low. Pretty low on health. We're going to have him move over. Dwarf step in to the action attack. Dang it. Don't die, Barbara. Don't die. Oh, man. Not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. Sven, come over. Can we get him? Can we get him? Yes! Oh. excuse me. Panzer86, greetings. Welcome. Good morning. Any videos planned for Halloween, Thanksgiving, or Christmas specials? Yeah, Shar and I like to play video games together sometimes, and on October we had this thing where last year we tried it out, and I think the year before, we called it 3 a.m. Horror, and we were going to just play spooky, scary itch.io games and release the videos on WAAAGH, and that, we have a few of them. We have a few of them up. But other than that, for Halloween, I bought props, and I haven't used any of them yet because I just fail. I buy a ton of stuff for the channel, and a lot of it, like, just for props and such, and they're sitting out here. They're like right over there, but I haven't busted them out at all. Good evening. Soon the sun will not rise for a few months. Oh no. I would, I don't like that. We are actually in pretty bad trouble here. The Chaos Warrior awakes. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, I don't like it. We have to give this everything we have. 1. It's got to be the wizard to start with. Oh man, I don't like that at all. I could do Tempest. Fire of Wrath's only going to do 1. We'll do Tempest. And end our turn. Wizard goes first. Fire of Wrath. Walks calmly out of the way. It's gotta be Sven. Get him! No! End turn. Oh, he didn't get him. Get him! No! End turn. Oh my god. Please, please. Kill that Chaos Warrior. Oh, finally he's down. Ugh. I want Avalon Hill's take on a completely different advanced HeroQuest. End turn. Alright, who's going to be my door opener? Everybody's on the edge of death. It's going to have to be the wizard now, right? Of course he set off a spear trap. Well, at least he didn't die. Traps? There is a trap. We're not worried about that. Open the door, end the turn. More skeletons. Ah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're going to be very careful not to trigger their Bony Wrath. Oh, we are in such trouble. Three, 4, 5, 6. I mean... Could stand here, make sure the skeleton doesn't hurt anybody. Aha! Fool. Get him. Excellent. End turn. Got another door. 2 doors. Oh my god. End turn. Oh no! The zombies. So many zombies. So many zombies. What have you got? What have you got? You have a healing potion. Drink it. +3. And turn. We've got so many zombies to deal with. Oh no, it's a good thing he took the healing potion. Holy crap. And the turn. Aha, you fool. Wizard attack through with the staff. Nope, didn't do it. Did do it. And turn. We have to withstand at least 3 more attacks. Oh my god. We've got to give this everything we have. Get in there, dwarf. End turn. Okay. Okay. Wizard took out another zombie. End turn. I should not have opened that door. Should not have done it. Just should not have. I didn't have a good reason to do it. I don't know why I did it. Don't know why. Don't know why. Don't know why. Oh my god, he's gonna kill the barbarian. He did. Oh, Sven's shrieks are echoing through the halls of the dungeon forever. Oh, 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 what? What? Goodbye. Bye, Sven. Sven. It. Uh, that's a first for me. I can honestly say that I've never, ever had that happen in this game. Hello, GA. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. Whatever that was. Memorial Fund for the game. Thank you, Gravendall, and the hero who shall walk to their death. I think he just said he was done. He yeeted out of there. He saw the barbarian go down. He looked at everybody's health. He looked at his completely depleted spell catalog. He looked at the wizard. The wizard shrugged. The wizard said, I don't have any spells for anything at all. He looked at the last zombie. He looked over, and he saw the room, the center room on the board still had a closed door, and he said, "Nah, the Elf Union is going on strike. Thank you so much for the $4.99 Gravendall games. You are epic." What happened? Yeah, I'm still sussing that out. So at the end of the day, it was a bug, unfortunately. It just, that, as much as I would love to imagine that that's a feature and roleplay it as such, that elf yeeted out of there. That elf said, "Screw this." And he walked off into the sunset, and the credits rolled like the end of an M. Night Shyamalan movie. I don't know what to do with that. The game's actually not closing. It's stuck open. Alt F4 doesn't work. Hitting the X doesn't work. I'm going to have to get into the task manager to fix that. So, and I have had to turn the volume all the way down because the barbarian is still screaming. The Witch Lord won in many ways. Good stream overall. A complete waste of progress in the game. I was so happy to have found some gold and a couple of pieces of treasure because I was going to get the crossbow. But wow, we ate dirt. Now I can come back smarter. I can avoid the 2 skeletons in the south. I can Control Shift Escape. I wonder if that'll affect anything. Hey, it does work. Get out of here. HeroQuest.exe is using very high power usage. We need to end that task right now. Ob Studio is evidently using very high power usage. I would say it's because of my camera, though. Well then, how about that? Oh no, I didn't think you were a troll at all. I just didn't know what was going to work in this particular moment because of weird things. As she playing for a while, I have to let my dog get fertilized lawn. Barbarian Death Scream now available as ringtone for $99.95. Thank you, Sergeant House. That is a great idea. That will get me where I need to be. No, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I've got about 10 minutes left, but there's not really anything I can accomplish in 10 minutes as far as playing the game because I can't save in the middle of a quest. I can only save between quests. So I'll have to think about something fun to do. Right, let's start again. 99 goes to the Zargon Fund. Oh, man. Tomorrow, I could let you know what kind of stuff's going down, though. For those of you who are interested in the WAAAGH side, I'm playing RPG in a Box games. That is a game engine, a video game engine. It just recently had an October jam that was hosted by Omega Light and Saturn. And they did great because the participation and submission level was super high for a jam like that. 14 entries. I'm playing them all on my video game channel. So that's happening over on WAAAGH, and I'm getting to highlight a lot of really cool stuff that people have made in that engine. Over here on the Ash Quest side, I need to write and prepare some more videos tomorrow. I really need to get more Loki Quest things going on, and I need to check out more of Orc Quest. I think what I'm going to do is just play the game with Shar off camera, and once I'm comfortable enough with the rules that I don't need to be referencing the rule book like 50% of the time, I'll be good enough to play that on stream. It does require a little bit of energy. It requires a little bit more than I have a lot of mornings to set things up and prepare, but I'll be doing that stuff the night before, so that I don't have to worry so much about that the day of. And I would like to get a video up where I just do the size comparisons to answer the very question that GA asked. OrcQuest miniatures compare very well, I believe, as far as scale and aesthetic go, but you need to be okay with the very square bases of the HeroQuest minis. And while the scale is right, the monsters are smallish enough, just their natural size, that I think, like the HeroQuest heroes, should be able to beat the living snot out of them. So to me, the scale matches, but the monster is naturally smaller. You know what I mean? Their rat men are not very big. They're not very threatening. Don't forget to schedule an unboxing video for the card game that I send you after I win. Okay. Tomorrow's video is done. It's uploaded. It's scheduled. It's actually going to be talking about HeroQuest, which I know some of you guys know about. And you may know about it apart from my mentioning. Like, even if you haven't heard about it, you might have heard about it because you might pronounce it differently than I do. HeroQuest. HeroQuest is how I say it, but Quest spelled backwards and then Quest again. It's the 25th anniversary edition of HeroQuest that was going to be released by a company in Spain before they got the memo that that's not a thing that should happen. And so they changed and rebranded a bunch of stuff and relinquished the trademark. And my bank account remembers it well. I've got a ton of trigger warning in the video to let people know, hey, this might be a bit touchy, because they've got a lot of people's money. And if you're curious about it right now, I have to tell you, if you find it for order, pre-order, whatever, don't order. Do not sink money into that. Do not pre-order it. Do not make any payments. Do not attempt to buy the game. Leave it alone. It's fun to look at. It's fun to see the pictures. It's fun to imagine. You can do the research. You can check out all of the cool updates that came about. You can laugh with all of the other people who have resigned to the fact they'll never see anything physical and they're just pumping out the memes. All that's a good time. Don't spend money. That money would be better spent on joining my Patreon, where you can get exclusive access to the HeroQuest board game styled video game that I'm making in Smile Game Builder over on Amalgamash. You'll have access to that file. How's that for shameless? And you'll lies, all lies. The updates, no, I know. Nah, the updates, man. In the video, I do say at the end, I do hope that something can come of this. I hope that people can get something. I hope the company eventually springs back. There is like a 1,000% of a chance, right? That they could be like, guys, we finally did it. You're finally getting your game. Because this is not cool. I mean, if it was coming next week, yeah. It's not... It wouldn't be as big of a deal if it was just a crowdfund, because like people could be mad about that, right? But then you'd have a response that would typically be like, well, it was a crowdfund, it had risk. You got to know going in. It is scummy for people to be able to do that. It should not be a thing. There should be some sort of insurance. But they're still selling it. There's still access to give them 135 euros. Plus more if they charge shipping at that point. So like it's a hot button issue. It's still happening. It is happening right now. And yeah, they continue to try and sell it. I don't understand. It can't just be constant highway robbery, right? Like, nah, it can't be, right? They've got to be putting something towards production. There's got to be something. But don't spend a cent. Don't spend a single tuppence or cent. Don't even spend a single Korean won. None of it. The only thing I want you to spend on that game is the 10 minutes, the 16 minutes it takes to watch my video, plus the additional 30 seconds of advertisement at the beginning, so that we can capitalize on the video. There are lawsuits going on. Elves are notoriously jumpy and reactionary. Oh, no. I don't want to pay for their lawsuit. That's for sure. We as gamers, as backers, as consumers, we already have our examples that we set for ourselves and things that we know that we can get, what risks we get into and stuff. But like that sort of behavior on the board game creator, on the product creator side, on the manufacturer, the designer, the person who comes out with the crowdfund, got to make an example out of them people, because we do not want more people engaging in that behavior. There are already enough scummy Kickstarters, especially with AI and NFT stuff going on. I'm not bashing necessarily specific uses of tools themselves. I'm just bashing specific uses of them and how people kind of use them to capitalize on things and draw people in. And there's enough of that behavior going on crowdfund platforms. We don't want to reward anything that is not genuine, legitimate people trying their best to get a game that is really fun out to you, who can't make it a reality unless they have the backing. Oh my God. So there is a class action. That's good. Vendor and past employees are suing for not being paid. Oh my God. That's great. No, that's fantastic. Also, I'm glad I didn't know about it, because if I had, I probably would have pre-ordered it. I probably would have been one of those people for sure. I know myself, I would have seen it and I would have been like, that is so cool. HeroQuest is back. Oh, they had to change it? Okay, the branding's different, but okay, I understand that. I'm still going to get it. Yeah, I would have been right in there. I would have done a video about it if I'd been in board games back then. I would have been trying to usher people to jump right on it. I'm smarter now. Regardless, today, if I had seen that, I would have done some research. The painfully little amount of like screenshot that's on the website and description would have had me questioning things for sure. And then like the age of it, at this point, the age of it is like, it's been like 5 years, nobody's getting anything. Not doing it. Only Kickstarters I participate in anymore are the ones by CMON and Steamforged. People that have come out with stuff. I did back the Fire and Ice miniatures game. I did get a chance to talk to those people, though, face to face. Well, webcam to webcam. And 10 years. 10 years. It's going to be so good when it finally comes out. 10 years in the making. Maybe there's not a 0.001% chance that it's coming out. Maybe the only way it comes out is if we literally go to Spain and we take that prototype copy that had photographs taken of it. We just take it. Come back. When will YouTube start paying me? They're paying me now. They do it monthly. So I haven't gotten my first payment for HeroQuest yet, but it's tied to my same AdSense account as AmalgamAsh, so it'll just all tie into one. But I'll be able to see what I've earned from each. So like super chats and things like that, they kind of get queued, and they get added to that monthly payment. I think it's pretty great. I'm really glad HeroQuest is monetized. Should say I'm glad that it's interesting enough for people to, for them to elevate it to the point where it may be monetized. Because it's a product of continuous reinvestment. So if I earn money on it, I'll be able to sink money back into it. Viggo Mortensen, really? I'll take it. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll tell my wife. See if she agrees. She was of the opinion that I had a resemblance to Pedro Pascal. Old Prince Oberyn, may he rest in peace. May the old gods and the new rest his soul. 10:33. I should probably get off here. Guys, thank you so much for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun, and it was relaxing and low-key just to talk, kind of do a nostalgia babble and listen to read people's takes on how they got their first experience with HQ. It was a lot of fun playing the game, and despite the ending, I actually think that was so bizarre and crazy enough that it was kind of worth it. Can't make that up. You can't make stuff like that happen. That was nuts. Goodbye, elf. God. Ash doesn't like dying. No, it didn't die. I mean, my barbarian died, but this was not a my party died moment. This was a goodbye. This was different. This is a different vibe, man. When the elf goes into the void to avoid any more responsibility, Sven is done. When we play next, I'm not even going to include Sven. We're going to change his name. He yeeted himself. He turned around and he sass walked. It was great. It was great. You killed our children. All right, I gotta go, guys. Thank you very much for popping in. I really appreciate it. We'll hang out again next week for sure. And until then, have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye for now. Subscribe, like the stream, like it. I better see some likes on the stream. If you don't like it for me, like it for Sven. Okay? Only things like positive likes and you know, we don't want to encourage more heroes to just walk off the set like that. You hope 2 weeks from now when I'm playing, he walks back onto the board. Oh, man.